Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now. Got more to discuss. This one from a company I did not expect, Albertsons. If you shop at Albertsons or some of these other Albertson companies, you want to listen up because now it is affecting Albertsons as well. It's a recall on different deli items containing bow tie pasta. I believe it's ready-to-eat meats. This is coming directly from Albertsons Company's website. Okay, so we're going to get right into it here. Albertsons Companies voluntarily recalls select store-made deli items containing bow tie pasta supplied by Fresh Creative Foods due to an ingredient recall for possible Listeria monocytogenes contamination. They go on to say this was back on September 27th, 2025, so just a couple days ago, on Saturday, following a recall initiated by Fresh Creative Foods, a division of Reasor's Fine Foods Incorporated. Albertsons Companies has voluntarily recalled 5 store-made deli items supplied by Fresh Creative Foods due to possible Listeria monocytogenes, mycenogens, however you say that, contamination. The recall was initiated because these products contain a recalled bow tie pasta ingredient manufactured by Nate's Fine Foods of Roseville, California. I said that this was going to get bigger, and it is. It is. I knew that this company was huge and that it was going to not only be some of the companies that we've gone over, but I knew it was going to be a lot more. This one, rarely do these affect Albertsons, but this one does apparently. They go on to say Listeria monocytogenes is an organism which can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. Although healthy individuals may suffer only short-term symptoms such as high fever, severe headache, stiffness, nausea, abdominal pain, and diarrhea, Listeria infection can cause miscarriages and stillbirths among pregnant women. How many times have we gone over this just over the last few days? It's crazy, guys. These recalls are out of control. Something needs to be done. Lab work needs to be more consistent, as it seems to not be. Consumers who have purchased these items are urged not to consume these products, and to dispose of them or return the items to their local store for a full refund. Get your money back. I cannot stress that enough. I feel like I say this every video. Get your money back. If you don't get your money back, then they're getting away scot-free with making the money that you paid them and no repercussions for that, right? If they have to pay you the money back, well, then that's money that they have put out for work, labor costs, all this other stuff that, that's the only way anything's ever going to get fixed is if we demand to get our money back, right? Okay. The FDA recommends in these cases that anyone who purchased or received any recalled products to use extra vigilance in cleaning and sanitizing any surfaces and containers that may have come in contact with these products to reduce the risk of cross-contamination. Listeria monocytogenes can survive in refrigerated temperatures and can easily spread to other foods and surfaces. Mind you, if you are just now joining the channel, or if you've been on the channel for a while, I always like to remind people that Listeria can take a long time to become noticeable. It can become noticeable within a few days in the body, or it can become noticeable within 70 days. I can't tell you what I had for dinner a week ago, let alone 70 days. And this is something that's come out more recent, within the last year. A lot of this stuff, I feel like they've been adding more and more precautions as we go along. Maybe they're finding out as quick as we are. I don't really know. I really don't. I don't even know anymore. I'm just passing this information along. I know we have thousands and thousands of viewers on the channel that shop at Albertsons and Safeway and some other Albertsons companies. But let's keep moving. The select store-made deli items were available for purchase at the following stores: Albertsons Market, Cars-Safeway, Eagle, Pack and Safe, Pavilions, Market Street, Randall's, Safeway, Tom Thumb, and Vons, all those companies, in Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Hawaii, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. Consumers with questions should contact Albertsons Company's Customer Service Center at 877-723-3929, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the reason why I went to the product, to Albertsons Companies directly, is because some of the websites that I was reading, or some of the different news articles, like I was reading through CBS, and they had links to this. There's not very many. I'm not going to go over the UPC codes, okay? But you can find these on Albertsons Company's website. Just look up under recalls. This is their recall site. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 product names. We'll go over each individual one. Ready Meals Pesto Bow Tie Pasta Salad, and I will give the best if used by dates: September 13th, 2025 through September 29th, 2025. Sell-through dates, if applicable, or lot code establishment number. Okay, so Ready Meals Pesto Bow Tie Pasta Salad, September 13th, 2025 through September 29th, 2025. Next on the list, Basil Pesto Bow Tie Pasta Salad, September 8th, 2025 through September 26th, 2025. Basil Pesto Bow Tie Pasta Salad, and this is another one, September 8th, 2025 through September 26th, 2025. And they do have the same exact UPC codes on that one. Ready Meals Pesto Bow Tie Pasta Salad, September 20th, 2025 through September 29th, 2025. Basil Pesto Bow Tie Pasta Salad with dates of September 11th, 2025 through September 29th, 2025. Grilled Chicken and Basil Pasta Extra Large, September 18th, 2025 through September 29th, 2025. And then Ready Meals Basil Pesto Bow Tie Salad, September 18th, 2025 through September 29th, 2025. And then Ready Meals Spinach Bow Tie Pasta Salad, D, Chicken Ginger Broccoli, FS, whatever that stands for, September 16th, 2025 through September 26th, 2025. Boy, I cannot say that today. So they've put some receipts of what some of these look like. Like this is one from Safeway, and then a couple other receipts on here of what these would look like through Cars and Randall's, of what they would look like on the package. So there's some more information. Again, go to Albertsons Company's website for the recall on the deli items containing bow tie pasta supplied by Fresh Creative Foods. Guys, I'll tell you what, it has just gotten so ridiculous with these recalls. I don't even know. I'm to the point where I've been back for a few days. I've been back from Florida for a few days, and I'm just bombarded with these different recalls. I know a few of you have left some other ones down in the comments and in the emails. Thank you for that. I just don't have time to cover them all. Between doing the store videos and trying to find the good deals for people, and then also trying to find, you know, what food products are contaminated this week. It's just an ongoing battle of the food chain, guys. And you know, we need to just kind of pay attention to these things as we go along. Thank you all for tuning in. At the same time, make sure that you're paying attention to all these different things. If you look up something enough on your phone, eventually you're just going to start getting notifications for it. I get notifications for all of these different recalls. You can subscribe to the FDA website and some of these other sites, USDA, FSIS. And it's good to look at different company websites as well, because companies do not want to lose your business. I will say, when the whole thing with Aquastar and Kroger and the recalled shrimp, when all that went down, Kroger, open and honest about everything. I mean, it's detail to detail. If you look at their website, it is an explicit detail. They tell you to get your money back, right? I mean, it's like these companies, they don't want to lose your business, especially now. There's a lot of things going on in the grocery markets, in the supermarkets, grocery stores. It's already a problem with prices. Prices have gone through the roof, and they're getting even higher. They're getting even higher. I'm not going to spoil what I do tomorrow, but I did go somewhere where I did find some pretty good deals. So make sure you subscribe down below to check that out. Guys, we just have to keep stocking up on the sales as we see them, but at the same time, we need to make sure that we're paying attention to a lot of these different recalls. Aunt Dano called me earlier, messaged me, and then I called her back because I wanted to talk to her a little bit, because everybody's trying to find out, what shrimp should I get? I can't tell you what to do, but I'll tell you what me and Jessica are doing. We're not buying any shrimp right now. None. Now, I've heard, and it's like places like CPAC. I haven't heard anything about CPAC or any of these, but there's been a lot of frozen shrimp, and I read something the other day, and there was no elaboration on it, and I tried to look it up, but I saw breaded shrimp. If it's breaded shrimp, then that's an added problem that could be in the future. Now, I think that might have been a typo, because I haven't found anything that was breaded that has linked back to the shrimp recall due to the cesium-137, which is the radioactive material coming out of Indonesia. Now, some of you have mentioned I'm not going to go into detail about it, but there are a lot of things of why that could be. I know that Indonesia, I've read different things with Indonesia complaining about different putting things into the ocean from Fukushima, I think it was, with cleaned out radioactive water, right? We went over this like a year or two ago. It's been a long time. Now, a lot of things you read say, oh, it's completely safe. Well, if it's that safe, why are you dumping it into the ocean? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because we all went over that a couple years ago. And now here we are with this issue, in Indonesia, saying those waters come up onto their shores. I don't know, okay? I'm just a messenger. Some of you guys have mentioned that down in the comments, that we had talked about that a couple years ago. So I just kind of wanted to bring it up again because it is an issue. It is an issue, and whether that is this specific cause or not, this needs to get fixed. We get millions and millions and millions of pounds of shrimp from Indonesia a year. How that's all configured, what it's all put into, who all buys it and sells it, well, we're finding out very slowly, right? It all started with Walmart. If you guys remember, we went over this at Walmart, about Walmart. And it started off the raw, unpeeled shrimp. And then it got to the cooked shrimp and then some other different shrimps, maybe different kinds of different places. Not too sure. It seems like it's all kind of jumbled together at this point, right? I don't want to say any specific thing is right or wrong, because it seems like we always say this has gotten much bigger. We knew this was going to get bigger. We knew that the great value shrimp wasn't the only ones coming in from Indonesia. We're talking millions and millions and millions of pounds, right? Now, we know with Aquastar and a couple others, we know that this has been an issue. We know that with, Reeser Fine Foods has had more issues over the last couple years than a lot of other companies. We've seen issues with Tyson. We've seen issues with Quaker. We've seen issues with Hillshire. We've seen so many different issues with all of these different companies that who do you trust anymore? And I come back to the basic math or the basic thing that companies need to do. the testing for all of these things needs to get greater. Whether it's a financial thing, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, is it worth losing your company because you failed to meet the regulations, right? Like the cinnamon thing that we just talked about last night. This was something that was happening a year and a half ago. And now we have another company, the Wise Wife brand, that has failed the test. I mean, what do we do? What do we do? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I know a lot of you guys had responded to our video last night. I appreciate that. Let's keep it PG-13, please. No, I know it's frustrating. Let's keep it PG-13. You know, no heavy F-bombs or anything like that, please. You know, we are also a family channel that's trying to bring out news that is relevant for everyone, but at the same time, you know, we do have everyone watching our channel. So please keep it peaceful. I'll just say that. But anyway, guys, you know, any updates on this stuff, I'll be sure to pass them along. I've been keeping my eye out on the shrimp stuff. Nothing new on that yet. Nothing new on the cinnamon. But every time this stuff rears its ugly face, guys, you better believe it's going to get bigger. Let's not forget about Boar's Head, okay? I'm not going to go into Boar's Head, but you can look that up. Look up Boar's Head recall from a year ago, and you will be shocked. And I tell people, like, you know, I'm not going to go over stuff that I went over a year ago. I will bring it up again. But when I meet people out in the open, people come up to me, well, you know, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I just tell people, well, go back to this story, okay? Go back to this story, read this story, find out what happened, right? Find out the information, and then you make the decision if you want to support Boar's Head anymore. Their negligence cost lives, right? The negligence cost lives in that Boar's Head recall. Now, I understand, you know, things happen, but too many things are happening, and we need to pay attention to everything going on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.